feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride away.
Oh, we could talk about my interview with Quando Rondo. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, Quando Rondo. I mean, he wasn't trying to, he was trying to avoid certain topics as best he
Call
could.
it then, would you? Wrongs, I feel like wrongs, and above them is the morals. Them can't go above them. So right, but to you, you might have all three of them in your face, and you trying to just one message for here for a reason. If I got any young nigga out there looking up to me, it is cool to go to school. It is cool to do the right thing. If I could start over right now, boy, I promise you, boy, I go through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all that just to walk across the stage and get a diploma, even though I know that shit. Nah, I ain't cross him back, hurt him, make him sad, steal from him, forgive him, but don't forget. What's the best one to go with on there?
Forgive him, but don't forget him.
Forgive him, but don't forget. All of them, look, you see how you could be in the same, forgive him, but don't forget is in the same atmosphere as the rest of them shits, and you ain't had to go with none of them. You could go at the right thing, God. Boy, please, God, when I go in,
He talked about his federal sentence. He basically, to give y'all a little bit of a too long to read version, he basically said that when he was talking about forgiveness, he never said that he was forgiving Durk. Right? Obviously he wasn't specifically trying to speak about that. He still has to go in for federal sentencing. He don't want anything he could say in this interview or anything else on social media to be used against him. And also, I think what I kind of realized about him from this is that he felt very free of the restraints and the pressures that I think a lot of people put on people in this position. Like, we're not going to blame no one for allegedly what could have been Durk's actions, but I do think Durk was in a very interesting spot where people were looking at him to say, well, fans are saying slide for Vaughn. The homies want you to be the guy you've been rapping about, so they want you to tell them, go get that nigga. They don't want you to be saying, oh nah, let's not do this, right? They want you to literally say, yo, we about to go get this done, right?
I ain't gonna lie. I really don't know how to play with a prayer without really doing like a real prayer.
Are you scared? Scared of?
Nah, I ain't scared, but
No,
it's like
not necessarily that, but like just what a judge could give you. Like they can say anything.
You gotta listen. When I pray, I ask God, all right, oh Father, I'm in this situation. I'm a tough soldier, and they say you get the toughest battle to your strongest soldiers. So at the end of the day, it's still a blessing to me, even though it's a messed up situation, because it showed me that I'm a strong individual because you giving me a tough battle. Boy, oh Father, when I walk in this courtroom, I ain't asking you to free me and just give me probation, because I know it'll seem like you just giving me what I want because I'm your child. And it seemed like I wouldn't learn. And with me making this prayer and me knowing you the God that you is, and you send blessings, once people send prayers up, you send blessings down, and you let me wag, it's like I ain't learned. So at this point, I want to learn, Father.
By the way, his sentencing is on December 12th. Okay? It's in December 12th. And I think he's doing the appropriate things to get the least amount of time as possible, right? Now, his plea of guilt was to conspiracy to possess and distribute marijuana, right? That's kind of odd, though. I have a theory. Y'all want to hear my theory? I'll give you my theory. My theory. Y'all want to hear my theory, do y'all? If you ask me personally, and I guess this is my theory right here. If you ask me, I believe that they were investigating. I believe everything started from King Von. Like, let me lay this theory out. Let me just send this to myself first. Yeah, just give me 1 second. And I'm gonna lay this out for y'all. Because I personally believe that this entire thing is literally because of King Von. 100%. And I know it sounds like I'm... No. Did I just... No. Man. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. Just give me a few seconds. Huh? Oh, all right. All right. I'll pull this up and then I'll give you my whole theory on what I think is happening with Quando, right? So, and I do think Quando is being very smart. Okay, got it. All right. So let me lay out my theory. My theory is that the death of King Von has dropped so many dominoes. Like, the domino effect is going to be is so profound and unheard of. Let me give you my theory of what happened. I believe that King Von, okay, the death of FBG Duck, where it was done, gave significant interest in getting Von off the street. You have to realize, niggas die every day, B, all of that stuff. Niggas get shot, this and third. But when the brazen criminal hoodlum activity of Chicago happens in the Gold Coast in front of high-end luxury stores in a tourist district, the feds say, these Negroes are getting too far out of hand, okay? What I believe happened is that they started to investigate that early, and they wanted to get King Von, maybe Durk, but definitely the people who killed FBG Duck. While they're investigating that, Von dies, and this is what I'm talking about, the dominoes. While that happens, Von dies. Okay? Quando Rondo comes into the picture at that point, right? Now, they're kind of still sorting it out, but they're focused on this O-Block situation. What then happened is then Lil Pop dies. And when Lil Pop dies, that's when they're kind of almost like, all right, well, we could put that together with that together. And that's why I think that Quando got charged. I think Quando Rondo getting charged is a byproduct and a domino effect of them wanting King Von for FBG Duck. King Von dies, and then there's a retaliation killing, and then they charge Quando. I'm going to tell you why they charge Quando. And again, this is all theory. They charge Quando to squeeze Quando. Pause. Right? Let me tell you why this is my theory. If you look at what they charged him with and what he ends up like pleading to, he's pleading to marijuana. Like, he's pleading to like possession of marijuana. But they do hit him with a bunch of things that are, it's not a RICO, but they hit him with a bunch of charges to make sure him and a few of the dudes he was with, are in some shit, right? And this is the indictment that they hit him with. And what you will realize, he basically, hold on, yeah. Is it this? I think this is the one, or this is one he pled guilty to. They dismissed everything else. They dismissed the conspiracy for robbery. They dismissed the possession of the firearm. They dismissed drug trafficking, crime. They dismissed everything else, but almost like the weakest charge. It's almost like they wanted to leverage that to either keep him out the way or either get some type of compliance that they could do what they needed to do to Durk, if you ask me. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm not in no way, shape, or form saying that this means snitching or nothing like that, because I know people are very sensitive to that. But I do believe that the feds played their hand to get the indictment they have now, because I think they have a shit ton of related indictments. I think Durk's indictment now is related to another one they have in Illinois, and I think there's one maybe originating from Atlanta. So I believe, again, and this is what I keep saying, the death of King Von triggered hella things. Death of King Von triggers Lil Pop dying. Well, first of all, the death of King Von stops the feds from putting King Von in the indictment they wanted to put him in, which is FBG Duck. But then he dies, and then some other shit happened. Then they start looking into that. So then they put a squeeze on one guy over here while they investigate this whole thing since 2022. Because you gotta remember, they indict Quando after Quando called this indictment after Lil Pop dies. Right? The feds already knew that Lil Pop passed away based on whatever. So they either wanted to try to put a squeeze on Quando, which I'm thinking he wasn't going, but they at least wanted him to get him out the way while they did what they had to do with Durk, and then they got Durk, and now, first of all, I think the feds wanted to make sure nothing happened to Durk too. In the case of, I think they have 2 or 3 cases. I think we're going to see more superseding indictment. We only see the first one. They wanted to make sure nothing happened to Durk before they got Durk, because they spent a lot of manpower and time to try to indict Durk. Just like they spent a lot of manpower and time to indict King Von, except King Von died. So that's kind of where I think it is, and this is why I kind of think everything is a byproduct of King Von passing away. King Von passes away, leads to, and I mean, it's kind of clear, him passing away leads to Durk indictment, but I think Quando getting charged too is the thing as well. If you read through this case, and I won't read through it like completely right now. Number one, there is a lot of redacted situations here, right? There's a lot of redacted situations here. Now, I'm going to look through the case a little bit more when I get off stream, but part of it being redacted could be like people that were charged later, could be cooperants, or it could even be somebody who passed away who, you can't charge a dead man, right? So we don't know. But this whole thing was super interesting how this kind of came down. And I'm sorry if I'm just blaming everything on King Von, but I do think King Von is to be blamed for all this. Or he set the wheels in motion.
Father, I just ask you, if I can't walk out this courtroom today and be free, I just ask you, whatever time that I catch, let it be some leniency from the judge, oh Father, and let it be something so minimum, by the snap of the finger and the blink of the eye, I'd be back out. I mean.
When did you drop that song?
Okay, so now, this is when we were trying to get to talk about, like, the Von thing. Like, he was doing a good job of avoiding a good amount. But then, because he was acting like, he never, like, contributed to sparking anything with it, which he did.
You trying to be funny.
Nigga, I ain't trying to be funny.
Here we go.
Man, last story.
Hold on, I'll Google it.
Yeah, I forgot it was called End of Story.
Not you specifically, but hold on.
Oh, okay, cool.
Same thing. Come on now. You try last story. End of story.
Oh, okay, cool.
Same thing. Come on now. You trying to be funny.
Nigga, I ain't trying to be funny. I ain't dropped no song called Last Story. You asked me a question, I gave you a real honest answer.
So put it like this. That situation happened. You know, the people going to say whatever they're going to say. Whatever.
When is you gonna close the door and leave the situation alone?
When the people involved with it leave it alone. And of course, when everything gets
All right,
resolved.
I left it alone.
When did you drop that song? You see, that's why I'm like.
I'm laughing because you getting drunk in this.
No. I'm always on point. So.
Nah, you see, Quando thought I was going to give him that softball interview. I'm like, nigga, I came here for answers. I got on the plane. I went to Savannah, nigga. I came here for some real answers. I'm going to have to ask you the same question 15 times, but we're going to get to it.
Always on point if you drunk.
That's true, too. I give that one. But with my...
You know what's so funny with him saying this? Quando was a little bit slick, too. He was saying a lot that you got to read between the lines. Just that statement, you ain't always on point if you drunk. I'm gonna go back to that night and figure some shit out.
Facts.
I got what I came in for.
But hold on. But I'm always on point with my facts. Right? The meetings, we probably talking about...
Because I don't even feel like hearing all out. It's crazy when I drop in the story. Because I don't even feel like hearing all out.
Go ahead.
The motive of what you about to say.
All right, I want to hear you.
When I drop, remember earlier we was talking about how strong my intuition is, and I said the way I think and I live spiritual shit so crazy. It's like shit don't even be on purpose with me. It be like it. That ain't true. Man,
Rondo,
I ain't even talking about that shit no more.
No, hold on.
It's over with. On God, it's over with, bro.
No, I get you. What I'm saying is that.
Talk.
Yo, when you talking to Quando, it's like, big bruh, big bruh.
What I'm saying is that when you drop that song, you like, if I say something, all right, I'm gonna just make something up. All
right. Yeah, chat. Y'all go watch the whole thing, man. It's available on YouTube. Damn, it's doing numbers. Even though, it's doing numbers. Like 262K in 9 hours. Yeah, y'all go check that out, man. So my main YouTube, just DJ Akademiks. Just look up Quando Rondo, interview reveals all, blah, blah, blah. Y'all could definitely watch it, all right? Very interesting. I really have this theory, man, that everything, I'm not saying it's Vaughn's fault, but Vaughn put a lot of things in motion. I think the police was looking at him, was trying to figure out a way how to get him. I think number one, Chicago police was mad that Durk allegedly got away with a bunch of murders. He was still wilding. I think the feds were abreast and knew what was going on with him. I think they wanted to go get him for something. I think they thought they had him for FBG Duck. And when he died, they like, fuck, the guy we wanted to get just passed away. And then they ran into other situation and then ran into a bigger fish, Durk. So that's my theory, and I'm going to stick to it. Okay. All right. Oh, did y'all see this shit? What's up? Hey. Is it? What am I looking at? Okay. Yo, I seen Joe Budden interview this chick, man. This chick I don't even know why I care about this. Y'all probably don't even. Nah, why do I even play this? Y'all don't care about this. Joe Budden interviewed like this girl. Her name Bernice Burgos. She's like big on the East Coast. Shorty said she was making wild amount of money. Listen to this shit. Wait, hold on. She said she was making like 30 grand a month. No, a night. Am I tripping? Fuck it. Who gives a fuck what these chicks are making? All right. Chat, what other topic did I not touch on? I feel like we only been rocking for 5 hours. Kai said that had Glorilla on and shit. I don't give a fuck about that. Oh, Kwani versus Boston Richie? Do y'all care that much about it? All right, I'll cover it.